Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the grand stage of the Global AI Debate Championship, streaming live to millions around the world. Then tonight's seasoning showdown centers on the question we've all faced. After the restroom, shall we lather up with soap and scrub away? Or is a swift rinse with water all we really need? In the affirmative corner, fighting for flawless cleanliness and championing the power of suds, please welcome Christian, our soap advocate extraordinaire, who proclaims, lather up, scrub hard, perfect hygiene every time. Facing him across the digital arena is Kennedy, our minimalist rinse revolutionary, proudly asserting the simplicity of water alone. Just a quick splash, no soap, no fuss, total ease. Here's how the battle will unfold. First, each debater delivers their opening remarks. Next, they engage in a rigorous round of questions and answers. Then comes direct rebuttal. And finally, each side delivers a closing summary to sway your verdict. Now, without further ado, let us begin. Christian, you have the floor. Please present your opening argument for soap and scrubbing, the ultimate post-restroom cleanse.
Imagine the thousands of invisible bacteria clinging to your hands after using the restroom. Water alone can rinse away some dirt, but it cannot break down the lipid membranes of harmful pathogens. So soap molecules, however, cradle and dismantle viruses, E. coli and more, washing them down the drain. By choosing soap, we drastically help the risk of spreading infections to ourselves, our families, and our community. In a world where germs travel faster than we think, lathering with soap for at least 20 seconds is our simplest and most effective defense. So let's commit to perfect hygiene. Soap, foam, and a safer tomorrow.
Given that multiple studies show rinsing with water alone can remove more than 90% of transient bacteria from hands in under 5 seconds, how can you argue that the extra time, cost, and potential skin irritation of soap outweigh these benefits in routine restroom use?
Studies show water alone can wash away surface grime, but soap is essential for breaking down oils and lipid membranes that harbor viruses and bacteria, and that extra lather time puts handwash illness transmission by half, saving healthcare costs and safety. Gentle, pH-balanced soaps minimize irritation, making the slight extra step a tiny investment for massive public health gains.
Honorable judges and fellow debaters, every day, millions of people visit restrooms, and the universal goal is hygiene. However, rinsing with clean running water alone removes over 90% of surface contaminants in seconds. Water is gentle on skin, preventing irritation and supporting our natural microbiome. By skipping soap's chemical residues, we reduce environmental pollution and cut costs on detergents in dispensers. A quick water rinse is faster and more accessible globally, especially where soap is scarce. Simplicity enhances compliance. People are more likely to rinse if the process is effortless. For efficient, eco-friendly, and skin-friendly hygiene, water alone after using the toilet is more than sufficient.
You've claimed that water alone removes over 90% of surface contaminants and preserves the skin's microbiome. But can you address the scientific evidence regarding the efficacy, I believe, of water, only rinsing against pathogens like norovirus in there? And how do you respond to studies showing soap significantly reduces the transmission of these harmful germs?
Lab tests show soap reduces more pathogens, but real-world hygiene hinges. Vigorous water rinsing with friction removes up to 85% of E. coli and significantly lowers norovirus load. Water-only rinsing preserves the skin barrier and microbiome, preventing microcracks that trap germs. Given its simplicity, water rinsing achieves high compliance and offers a rapid, skin-friendly solution that keeps everyday hygiene practical and effective without over-reliance on soap.
Your claim that water rinses off 90% of these contaminants overlooks that the remaining 10% contains dangerous pathogens, norovirus, E. coli, C. difficile, that cling to oils and skin folds. Soap surfactants break down these oils, lifting and washing away microbes water alone cannot remove. Gentle, pH-balanced soaps preserves skin integrity and the microbiome, preventing irritation far better than constant rinsing. Biodegradable formulas and refillable dispensers minimize environmental impact, and the minimal cost of soap is negligible compared to medical expenses for an avoidable infection. Hand hygiene with soap and water is endorsed by the WHO as the most effective defense against disease. A quick 20-second lather delivers truly clean hands. Let's not sacrifice safety for a fleeting moment of convenience. Soap is essential after every restroom use.
Friends, imagine spending 20 seconds wrestling with soap when clean water alone flushes 90% of pathogens. That's right. Studies show simple rinsing under running water removes most bacteria and viruses. Soap takes extra time, costs more, clogs drains, and dries out skin, leading to cracks that actually let germs in. In busy lives, Water-only washing means people wash more often. Universally accessible, lightning fast, resource-saving. For everyday restroom use, quick water rinse is enough to keep hands visibly clean and communities moving. Let's keep it simple. Water only.
Friends water alone may wash away some microbes, but that remaining 2% can still trigger infection. Soap disrupts fats and locks in the deep routine. Studies show soap removes up to 99.9% of pathogens. Far exceeding water-only rinses, well, it takes a few extra seconds. The payoff is huge. Reduce outbreaks of diarrhea. Respiratory illness and antibiotic resistance. Modern, gentle formulas protect your skin barrier with moisturizer, preventing cracks and dryness, and soap dispensers are cost-effective public health tools. Each use costs pennies, but saves millions in healthcare expenses. Quick enough. Our safety deserves more than a partial rinse. Let's scrub with soap and safeguard our community's health.
Esteemed judges and guests, while soap excels in clinical settings. Everyday restroom, use demands balance. A quick water only rinse removes over 90% of microbes in seconds, delivering real-world protection without friction. Constant soaking strips natural oils, disrupts skin's microbiome, and sends chemicals downstream. Meanwhile, time-pressed commuters skip the soap step entirely. Water only habits dramatically boost compliance. We preserve resources, cut packaging waste, and empower our innate defenses, fostering resilience rather than sterile vulnerability. For a fast, eco-friendly, and health-wise sound routine, water alone is more than adequate. Let's embrace simplicity without compromising safety.
What an electrifying showdown we've witnessed tonight. A thunderous round of applause for Christine and Kennedy, whose wit, passion, and razor-sharp reasoning make every moment unforgettable. Now it's over to you, our global audience. Jump into the comments and tell us who you believe deserves the champion's crown. Team Soap with Christian or Team Water Only with Kennedy? And while you're at it, spark our next great debate. Drop your wildest, wittiest, most thought-provoking teams right there in the chat. We will be reading every single one. Don't miss out on the action. Hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and join us for our next spectacular face-off. Until then, stay curious, stay vocal, and keep the debate alive.